as distractions come in, you buy a car and you think, oh, I'm just going to have a car and it's going to make me free. But then there's distractions that come with it. You have a flat tire, the window breaks, you have to pay for your registration, you have to put gas in. You know what I mean? There's all these things you don't think about as a kid when you get a car that are going to nibble away at your time. You know what I mean? Do you ever think?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Obviously, you gotta make sure everything's good with the time, but for that certain time that I'm fixing my car, like for that an hour period, it's gonna help me get to training back and forth for the rest of the week.
right.
So if something like that's gotta happen, then that's just something that I have to deal with, unfortunately. But it's something out of my control. So I mainly sort of say if there's something out of my control and I can't do nothing about it, then why do I need to stress about it? Everything has a solution to be fixed. So I don't need to be stressing about something that's out of my control and I can't fix.
Um, um, but as distractions enter your life, do you put them through like maybe a flow chart of questions? How does this help me with my goals? So let's say do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
You do have a girlfriend, and is she on team Curtis's goals? Like, is she part of helping you manifest?
Yeah,
Um,
she doesn't care about the fighting. She just cares about me. Like
okay, good. Okay, good.
she's never been one for the fighting or one for like Curtis Campbell. It's always just like been one for like Curtis when she's behind closed doors. She doesn't like to be in front of the camera or nothing like that. She's just a very chill person. And she's good to have around. She knows training comes first. Um, she understands that completely, and she understands like the career that I've chosen. And I felt like I've also put that to her quite early on in the relationship, and like sort of told her like this is what I'm doing and this is my life, and like I honestly don't think I can't do anything else without it. So this will always come first, especially for the time being while I'm fighting.
I don't think a lot of people realize how difficult or what an honor, but difficult. Like, if you're gonna be with do you know what a bald eagle is?
No.
It's our national bird, and
Oh yeah,
he's
I
got a
felt like
white
you were gonna
head.
say like some slang term then.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Jack's know what a
Nope.
bald eagle.
I'm
Yeah,
old. No slang. It's a powerful bird. It builds a nest that's 12 feet in diameter, and it just fucks shit up and raises kids. It just fucks, you know what I mean? It just, like, pulls big fish out, builds big nests, and sits on eggs and just kicks ass. And you're a bald eagle, and so and everyone's attracted to a bald eagle. Everyone wants to be like, "Oh, I wanna see a bald eagle." But the thing is you can't cage a bald eagle because then it's not a bald eagle anymore. You
yeah,
have to, when it soars so high or when it's catching fish, you have to shut the fuck up and be there and supportive and have the grill going. So when he comes back, you just cook it and shut the fuck up. Like, it's a special, takes a special person to support someone who wants to soar as high as you. Like, its own kind of selflessness, your own kind of special greatness.
definitely. And that's one thing that I have also suffered with. Though, and I feel like I've turned myself into be such an emotionless person. Don't really like to be emotional anymore. I was when I was younger, and now I try and sort of put my emotions to the backside, not because I have to, but because I want to. Because I feel like in this game, it's not time for like, oh, I need to be like emotional, or I need to like, have a little cry. Yeah, I've got to crack on with it. And I feel like that's how I've always looked at my dad. My dad's never ever put like a problem on me. I've never
Mm,
felt as a kid like we
wow.
had problems. He's always hid it, and he's always had like that strong poker face. So I feel like I'm sort of the same, and that's how I want to be. And if I do have a problem, I'll deal with that problem like a man should.
Did you read a book like on stoicism or on spirituality or self help book that got you that, or is that from watching your dad?
Um, my dad, I got two books here. So my dad's the main reason, 100%. But I feel like I read Power,
Oh,
and I really enjoyed this one. This was by Robert Greene.
yep.
Um, but I felt like it didn't suit me as a person. it was more about power and being in control. I'm not that type. I'm not really power crazy. I just like to do me. Where the secret
Mm.
was the one that I enjoyed the most, and that was that helped me manifestation a lot, and that helped me like see the sort of goal I wanted to set in my life and what career I needed to do and how much time I really need to put into it. So I'd say The Secret, that was the main book that really helped me a lot.
Who gave you those books, Kurtis?
um No one actually gave me them. I bought these
Yeah.
because I got told to, these like are the books that I should read. But one of my old boxing coaches gave me a Muhammad Ali book, and I read that. That was very good. I'm not the best at reading, but I do try.
You said this line to me that's like so impressive. You said my journey doesn't start until I get to the UFC. And what's crazy about that is people dream, right? Like, and getting to the UFC is a big dream. And then people dream some crazy shit. Like this guy Elon Musk wants to go to Mars, right? And it's like these are crazy dreams, but I guess if someone doesn't dream them, they won't happen ever. So someone has to do the crazy dreams. How did you know to dream such a big dream to be UFC champion, not just get to the UFC?
My main reason is I don't want my dad's name or my mum's second name forgotten. They put
Wow.
me on this planet for a reason, and I'm gonna make sure our names remembered, like the great Muhammad Ali and stuff like that. I don't just want to be another participant in the sport where I've said, "Oh, I've done that." When you talk MMA in the next 10 years, if you say MMA, the first name I want to pop up in your head is Curtis Campbell, not Conor McGregor, not anyone else. I just want Curtis. That's my goal to make that. So I feel like it is a massive thing, and it will be like almost near impossible to do, especially how many legends there are in the sport now. But that's the sort of dreams I'm thriving for. No one's put a limit on dreams, so I'm not limiting myself.
Um, you seem like you have a good hand on leveraging your ego, like a kind of like a the selflessness that it takes to train as hard, but also to leverage the ego with things like that. Do you know what I mean by leverage the ego?
Would that be like in a sense confidence but not cocky? So that would be like arrogant with it, not arrogant with it, being like very confident instead of arrogance.
Or also like I'm just thinking like you use your ego to motivate you in the right direction instead of do stupid things with it.
Yeah,
So you don't let it control you, but you put it in places to motivate you. Like I don't
yeah,
want my parents' name to be forgotten.
yeah,
And so that's like your ego, but you've put it in a place like at the bottom of the ship where you can use it as fuel to push you instead of something to be defensive and insecure about. You know, some people will
yeah.
be defensive and insecure about they're protecting their ego. You put yours underneath you to kind of push you forward.
Definitely, because you've always got to be in control in yourself, and that's one thing that I've
Mm,
learned. If you're a man and you can't control yourself, I don't believe like you're a strong man. Where in each moment, especially in fighting, I am bigger than that moment. That moment is not bigger than me. If that
mm.
moment is bigger than me, then I get swallowed up and it takes me under. But if I'm bigger than that moment, I'm gonna ride that wave and I'm gonna show it who owns it. Do you know what I mean? And that's one thing that I try and keep in myself. I am always bigger than the moment in front of me.
Oh, you said you trained 3 times today already?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 3 sessions with like a break in between them, like 1 or 2 hours, eat, sleep, 1 or 2 hours, eat, sleep, 1 or 2 hours.
No. So well, that's what it used to be, but I've changed it now. So I got up at 6:30 a.m. and was running for 6:45, and then I come home, have like maybe 2 hours rest, and then at 10 a.m. I've got wrestling, and then straight from wrestling, and I finish wrestling at 11:30. I drive to my next session to the other gym with my coach, and then I had striking pads for 12.
And you just eat in the car while you're going over there?
No, I'll eat after in between the running and wrestling. I eat then, and then that food or that protein shake will fuel me for the next 2 sessions, and then I'll refuel afterwards.
You're not just starving after wrestling?
No, I'm a bit hungry, but I can wait.
Wow. Wow.
I can wait. I
God,
need
you
to get my training in.